Welcome pilots, my name is Hybrid V and we are back once again in 3.24 PTU, and I'm here buying items at Dumpers Depot, namely a bunch of chairs and tables and whatnot, because that is what's available now coming in this patch. And the reason why is because we now have personalized persistent hangars, and these are items you can use to decorate your hangar, including, for example, this RSI chair that actually comes from the Phoenix. It's a really cool thing that you can buy and you can just display it anywhere. So I'm going to do a time lapse here shortly of all the stuff that I bought, as well as my hanger flare of these items here. And I'm going to show you what it looks like after I have spent some time with it. And then I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinions on how things are now and how they're probably going to be shaking out in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here and jump straight into the time lapse. Be back at the end of the video to talk a bit more. All right, finally finished here. That took me about a little bit over an hour to do all of this, and of course it's going to be completely gone probably by Monday or Tuesday whenever the next update for this build releases. Here's my fish tank, by the way. You see how the helmet there says blue hair? That's actually in reference to the first Wing Commander game, where your character didn't have a name, but everybody kind of colloquially called that character Blue Hair. And then in the subsequent games, they called the main character Commander Blair in reference to Blue Hair. But yeah, this is a very old asset that we can finally spawn back in the game now. It's a very old hangar flare that we can spawn in. So yeah, we have tons of stuff here that we have. We have the beanbag chair. We have different types of low-end couches, low-end tables here. I got some of the plushies I put on here, including my 20-sided die. Praise the Machine Spirit down there on the floor. We have a high-end table here with another 20-sided die and some weapons. And this was absolutely infuriating me the entire time, because the server lag tends to cause a lot of items sitting on other physics items to just spaz out. And if you watch back in some of the accelerated footage, you'll undoubtedly see some of that happening there. This is a very old case, by the way. We're supposed to be able to put stuff in this case, like little golden models. We have the golden models, but you can't put them in the case right now currently. So a lot of these assets need to be updated to work now with these new hangars. Also, apologies for the random audio. This is the bug currently within this build now. You can hear a bunch of stuff. So I have this crate over here that has all my guns and stuff like that. I'm probably going to put some armor in it later. I parked my LX over here. Of course, I pulled out the Carrack. I was going to actually start put things into the Carrack, excuse me. And then I decided, you know, before I do that, I'm going to actually start putting some vehicles over here. So I started setting some of my bikes. I put a PTV there, right? So I got my 2 Pulse over here. The PTV, just because it's a big throwback to the old hangars, right? The PTV was created back in the day if you had a lot of ships in your old hangars and the old modular hangars. Also, look at this, by the way. You can actually access the crate in the back of the mule now, which is so nice. And then here's my hover quad. But yeah, so the PTV used to be used to actually transport yourself across hangars if you had a large amount of ships in your hangar. Players were just tired of running from one end to the other, so they created CIG created the PTV as a way for us to get around. And now it's fun bringing it into the hangar now and actually kind of bringing that back now. So here's all my bikes here. I decided to stage my NERSA over here, a medical bed, because it's right next to the medical check-in area. Now, only other players can check you into the hospital there. So I set my NERSA, and I also set my medical Pisces over here as well, too. So if I go do some missions and I get hurt and I come back, I can just land really quick there, get some medical attention, maybe ship back out once more. Let's go ahead and cross under the Carrack over here. I did a few odds and ends here. For example, I put an 85X over here, just in case I need to quickly hop between here and, say, Bajini Point, because we're at R-Corp right now, right? So if I need to go quickly hop there and do something, or hop to a different part of the planet or something like that really quick. It has a quantum drive, so I can just move around really quick. Put some ground vehicles here in case I need them for later, so I have some stuff here ready to go. For whenever we're going to do some operations or whatever in the Forgotten Heralds, I have stuff here ready to go, ready to roll to load onto a ship whenever it's needed. I could pull out a lot more, of course, but that's all I'm using for right now. And of course, like I said, I have the Carrack ready to go. Overall, though, relatively simple. Again, like I said, the biggest issue I had was the lag caused by the physics items in the server. So because the tables themselves can't be locked down, right? They're physics items, so they're kind of just floating in the world. And then if you put items on top of it, they start to spaz out because of the server lag and the server frame rate. Things start to go completely awry. And that's probably the most frustrating thing right now. So until we get like proper weapon racks and proper display cases that can actually show some of these items off better, or at least have the existing display cases be updated, this is all still going to be relatively kind of something you're probably not going to be too interested in actually doing. Now, I'm probably going to be more interested in staging boxes and vehicles like this when this goes live, because this is going to be very useful for me setting things up with my organization, the Forgotten Heralds, as we do tons of operations and stuff. So having things ready to go on a moment's notice is going to be great. So for example, that crate over there that has weapons and stuff like that, I definitely will be, bringing armor and weapons and leaving them on the side, bringing in org mates to come in and draw from that or whatever. But yeah, we don't really have a huge selection of also stuff that we can bring in. We have like these chairs, we have tables and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it right now currently that we can buy in the game with places that you go to like at Dumpers Depot. I would like to see more, and I'm 100% certain CIG of course is going to be doing more. I would like to see some vending machines. I would like to see the coffee machine and the hab be purchasable and brought in game, right? It could be bought with credits or whatever like that. I'm sure CIG is looking for ways to monetize that, but I'd prefer it to be something that I just buy with credits, honestly. But we'll see what they do with it. But yeah, because this little corner over here is like my little break room. It's like a little spot I'd like to, just chill, maybe grab a bite to eat or something like that, right? And just hang out here for a second. But can't really do much with it right now because there's really nothing here. I can put food items down, but I can't actually apply, say, like a vending machine or a coffee machine or anything like that. So yeah, I can't live in this space technically quite yet. I've also tested the ability to bed log in these hangars to see if you can actually kind of speed the process along. You cannot bed log in the hangars right now currently. I'm going to move the chair up here real quick because it's a little too close to the table. You cannot bed log in these hangars because you're still technically within an armistice zone and also within a major landing site, so you're blocked from doing that. I kind of wish we could. I really wish I could just bed log it because I had an Aurora I parked on the side, and I was trying to bed log, and I thought it'd be really cool to bed log from my hangar and to just wake up and then just immediately get my ship and go, rather than having to do the entire process of having to wake up in a hab and make our way here. But we can't do that. I have no idea if CHE plans to change that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Okay, so I was going to do a little bit of a different outro back in the server that I was on. Unfortunately, the servers, as of now, have completely wet the bed, so they're completely unusable at the time of me recording this voiceover now. And by the time you're watching this, of course, I'll have to wait until at least Monday or Tuesday for CHE to put out a new patch or update and also reset those servers, potentially, or just shut it down. I have no idea what they're going to do. Either way, the PTU is completely borked right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do my outro from here in the studio. Folks, if you did indeed enjoy this video you saw today of me going around, decorating my hangar and just showing what that's like, please leave a like, as it really does help out the channel. And of course, if you want to watch more videos like this and much more down the line, be sure to subscribe as well. And of course, if you want to go a little bit above and beyond and support the work that I do here, do consider becoming a channel member like these fine folks here, whose contributions to the channel help me immensely to put stuff like this together for you all out there to enjoy. But until next time, fly safe, and I'll see you all in the black.